Swagger commented on your post. What did Brian say? What did he say? Oh, he's got his eyes. Does that mean he's watching my stream right now too? No, there's no viewer, so I can't really start it yet. Somebody, tune in. Tune in. Waiting. This show has hit rock bottom to the point where nobody's now watching. Oh, we got one guy. All right, two guys now, too.
Me. One of them's
one is Ross, and the other one is Steven and Kayla Renner. So that's technically three people. According to me, that's three.
Brian.
Corey Jones is here. 4, 5. There's Cato. Hey, Trey's here. Trey. Peter's here. Hey, okay, we're 5. We got almost the whole gang here right now. Perfect. You guys ready to get started? It's the weekend, man. Top Gun jersey, yes. Dedicating this episode in memory of Top Gun and to the memory of the Top Gun Warriors rivalry. One of the greatest I watched in flag football.
It was good.
It was. And it's tragic to see that they're not going to be playing against you guys anymore. But I feel like the respective teams they went to is going to make for some still very fun games this season. As the Washington County Flag Football League is kicking off next weekend on Sunday, March 31st, 10 a.m. As I hear an echo in the background. It's all good. Technical difficulties. Solid. Let me pull up my scripts. Ross, how was your weekend?
It was action-packed.
Action-packed.
Fun.
Very fun. Hey, those are good words. Sorry
Played
about
a little
that.
dodgeball yesterday.
Dodgeball yesterday? Oh, yeah. That's right.
You were there, Joey Blaze.
Joey Blaze wasn't there, but Joey Bassford was. It was a good time. Hey, mate, shout-outs. First shout-out of the day, I'm going to give it to you, Ross, along with Cody Snavely, Shane Zabir, Ryan Lewis. I'm trying to think out loud. If I forget names, please tell me. Adam Chambers, perfect.
John Shobe.
You
said Zabir.
I said Zabir. Kretzer, CJ Kretzer, the assassin, Stone Cold Assassin, helped us in overtime twice.
His own category there, I think.
I have to give CJ, he's almost, I don't know, who do you think was the MVP yesterday? I think we all were, all things considered. This did not look good the other night.
You have to give it to CJ, man.
I had to give it to CJ.
He had, no sleep.
But
overtime
the way you guys recruited Friday night, you and Ryan Lewis.
Ryan Lewis did recruiting.
Yeah. Ryan Lewis mostly? Okay. Props to Louie. Saved the team. We were at 3 people at 5 p.m. on Friday. This looked dead in the water. I was at work. I already given up because I figured nobody's going to show up. And lo and behold.
I was getting ready to paint my house this weekend.
Where are you?
It was that close.
It was that bad. We were sitting there at 5 o'clock. And then by 9, people saying, we're coming. I'm like, all right. We'll see y'all in the morning.
All right.
9 o'clock came. The guys were there.
9 guys. Eli Beard.
We had 9, yeah. Eli Beard, too. We had 9 of us, and let me tell you, what an event it was. The Michaela Grove Dodgeball Tournament at Boonesboro High School. We were one of 12 teams who entered, and it didn't look good for us at first. We were worn out that first game. That was brutal.
That first game, we looked like old men.
Oh, my. I felt like an old man. Trust me. I was feeling it right afterwards, too. My chest was pounding and everything else, and we had our asses kicked, too. It was pretty bad.
We did.
We did not look good. We lost the first 2 games. We sat there dead in the water in pool play with zero idea if we'd even make it past the first game of the next tournament. And then lo and behold, we took on an undefeated team. We knocked them off 2 straight games. Momentum came. We won the first game in the playoffs. Got to the quarterfinals. Knocked off the top overall seed, who went undefeated in pool play. Got to the semifinals. Beat the same team we beat in the third pool play game. And that led to the championship.
Yup.
My goodness gracious. We had it too. CJ Kretzer in overtime in the first round.
Yep.
Clutch. He did the same thing in the third pool game. Just a clutch in the moment it mattered the most. But unfortunately, we just couldn't hold on. We got worn down. Ended up falling in the championship game. Second place overall, but an amazing performance. Congratulations, you guys, for all we did this weekend. This was wonderful. Thank you. Yeah. Let's do this again next year. It was a lot of fun. The Michaela Grove Dodgeball Tournament, Boonesboro, Maryland. Well worth it. Second place
We need 3 more people.
3 more people. Yeah, the limit's 12. We needed 3 more. But you know what?
All 9 will come back.
All we got, all we need.
Yep.
The Ultimate Warriors dominated that day. Just sadly ran into a buzzsaw of a team at the very end. Congratulations to that team, Shrimp Gang. None of you watch this show, but one of you works with me. So we move on now past dodgeball in the Keystone, which was going on Saturday morning up in Shippensburg, PA. As we look at the scoreboards and results, the first game, Immortals over the Spartans, 41-0. Yikes. Whoa, Spartans are just not doing very well. But I keep hearing they're good, so I'll see about that on Saturday. Because I got my eye on the Spartans up in Shippensburg this Saturday morning. As well as the other Keystone teams, as we'll be traveling for the first time this season to Shippensburg, PA, this Saturday morning for the Keystone Flag Football League. Full schedule coming up. But getting back to last week's games, X-Dogs over the Gators, 26-0. Another one-sided affair. However, the Gators, as well as the Browns in the second game, who fell 20-0 to the Dogs, all seem like they're playing the X-Dogs a little bit better, Ross. Don't you think?
Yeah. I mean, X-Dogs is just unreal in that league, though.
Yeah, they've been dominating for over a year now. They took off fall, but no, it don't seem like they've lost much traction since spring. However, I think it's getting clear that these guys are starting to catch up. You look at the performances Ship Flip did against the Dogs as well as the Browns. Right. They both held in very well compared to what most have done.
Right.
And I feel like, given time, they're going to catch them. I actually feel like the Dogs' day might be met very soon. We'll see.
I see what you're doing there, Joey.
Getting to the final game of Saturday, it was the Browns 14, Killer Bees 6. Congratulations, Browns. 2 wins already.
That's good.
They didn't win anything last spring. They're already at 2.
Yeah, that's good.
They're turning it around.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the X-Dogs game, 20-0 as mentioned. You look at Tyler Spencer, hey, what up? You look at this game against the Bees. They did a very good job against the spring champion last year, and then they knocked off the fall champion last year.
Right.
Are the Browns the second best team in Keystone right now? Let's find out in the Keystone Power Rankings. Looking ahead, number 6, the Spartans are 0-2. They're still struggling to find a spot in the winning column as the Immortals proved to be way too much for them again. Not much to say on the Spartans. Still haven't won in nearly a year, but let's see if they can turn it around Saturday against number 5, the Killer Bees, who are also 0-2. They're looking to buzz back this week, but could not fly against the Browns, rather. Sorry about that. Misread something else. But the Killer Bees 0-2, Spartans 0-2. For what it's worth, they will be playing this Saturday. But looking ahead right now to number 4, the Immortals 1-1. They had their best last week. Something that we couldn't say about the week before. They lost 12-0 to Ship Flip in week 1. But everyone showed up week 2, and look what happened. A dominant, easy win for the Immortals over the Spartans. And I believe joining us right about now, I want to bring Moats, who is playing for the Immortals in Keystone, as well as the Warriors here in the Washington County Flag Football League. Let me see if we can get Moats on.
Playing for the Warriors as well as.
Decline right now? Not good, Moatsy?
Moatsy.
Sean, let me know when you're good. I got it on there. Look in the comments section real quick. Let me give Moats a second.
Last comment I see is let's go Browns.
As we move on past Mortals for a sec, get me on here. I just did. You declined my call, bro. You declined it. Adding you right now. Here we go. Only had 15, and you still stumped him? Okay. That's a good sign. Okay. Maybe they had the right guys on Saturday. I'll see this Saturday what they got, especially against X-Dogs. That's going to be an intriguing game as we try to get Moats on board. Sean, I added you. I don't know what to say. There he is. Hey.
What's up, boys?
How you doing, bro?
You hear me?
I hear you now.
Good. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh yeah. What's up, Ross?
What's up, Mosey?
Long time no see, baby.
So, Sean, I wasn't in Shippensburg on Saturday. I was in Boonesboro, as you know. Give me a brief recap of what went down against the Spartans.
Man, basically, we had all the pieces. Opening week, a lot of guys were up in AC playing in that tournament.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away exactly who we have on the squad, but there's some killers, man. Just to put it like that. So when everybody clicks, like that was the first time we all played together, and we hung 35 at halftime. So I don't know what you say to that, other than you got talent.
And
So we got the talent. Now we just got to put the work in and go from there.
Hey, you got a test coming up for you this Saturday morning against the X Dogs. It'll be the 9 a.m. game. We'll have it for you here on Joey Blaze. What are your thoughts on this game coming up?
I've been playing in the Washington County League since 2009, and X Dogs have always been dominant. They're still dominant. In my eyes, they're definitely the team to beat up there, like by far. I haven't seen anybody else up in Keystone on the line that weighs over 200 pounds, probably. Ooh. So, Kinsler, Brady, they got some big boys on that line. They make me look like a child. So it's it's gonna be a good game. But I've always liked the way they play. Matt Eisenberg still getting it done.
Mm-hmm.
He's got one of the nastiest hip fakes in the game. It's crazy. So it'll be a good physical game. If we can get everybody to click, I think we'll be all right.
I think so too. I feel like if you guys had the pieces all together, you're going to give them a bigger push. What's that?
I thought you said pizzas for a minute.
Pizzas? I mean, we got some over here right by Ross. It could have been yours if you stopped over, bud.
I know, man. I never get an invite. Thought I was part of the team.
Hey, you're always invited to our studio, man. Anytime, any day. You play for Survivors. You play for the Warriors. You're welcome anytime, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, looking ahead at that matchup. That is called Sour Monkey.
Sour Monkey? Hey.
Yeah. Shit, so you can invite here anytime you want, bro.
All right, you good, bro.
There we go.
Back to the game, Sean.
Yeah, back to Keystone. That first game against Spartans, it was basically a way for us to come together. We had people showing up probably after game time that we were throwing in, getting together. So it's kind of crazy to think what we could do if we actually stuck together and hammered out all the details. Because dude, it's nasty. Like you don't get lucky hanging 40-some points. Like that just doesn't happen by luck. So, but I'm not going to name drop anybody. Yeah, I'm not going to name drop anybody that's on that squad, but you just got to come out and see it.
And we'll be there.
But it's a lot of
for it.
Yeah, it's a lot of guys. You'll recognize some people. There's some people that have been on the circuit. There's some people that have won some championships. It's a good, solid squad.
Well, I'm excited to see what it's going to be, Sean. Look forward to that Saturday morning. We'll be live from Shippensburg, PA for X Dogs versus the Immortals. Sean, what are your thoughts around Keystone otherwise so far in your experience up there? I believe this is your first season there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. That was my first trip up there, man. Like, I had Dakota Hershey hit me up. It's a lot of young guys up there. Judging from what I've seen, man, they got the potential to grow. Like, it's cool to see the flag football game getting big around here. Like, even, Shippensburg, it's 35 minutes away from here, I guess. It ain't that far, but, there's a lot of untapped talent around here. Shippensburg, even Frederick. I've been waiting for a team from Martinsburg to come up here and kick the shit out of everybody, but
they can run it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, think about it, man. I mean, you don't fucking win West Virginia State's 5 years in a row and not have talent and killers on squads.
Hey, let me tell you, having run Survivors back in the day, Martinsburg was the one place we made sure to tap into.
Oh, definitely, man.
We knew there were good players there. There was a lot of good talent there. But if they could bring a team up there, yeah, they could definitely do some damage. What would you say so far as the team that stood out to you the most up there, aside from the X Dogs and your own, of course?
Man, I'm not trying to put anybody on the spot, but a lot of offensive lines look small as shit up there. Like there's a dude came out there to block me at guard. It probably weighed 170. Like, man, you're in the wrong position. You need to make a business decision here.
It's a mismatch. No, yeah, especially against you, man. No, you're like Goldberg out there. I've said it before.
Well, the one dude, I'll go ahead and name drop one dude that played D line with me that I think had at least 4 sacks was Chili.
Chili?
Big Jonathan
Hey,
Gist.
I know
Yeah.
Chili.
Yeah. So it's a hell of a tandem. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Oh my goodness,
but,
that's deadly.
yeah.
No, if you got the interior
So,
guys, you guys can definitely run it.
we'll see, man. Like, I don't want to get cocky.
Of course.
It's, well, it's a lot of second week of the season, but that was our first week having everybody there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's cool. Like, I'm getting to the end of my career, I guess you'd say. So playing 2 games a weekend is going to be tough, but I fucking love this game, so I'm going to do it as long as I can.
Dude, I do not blame you. Make the most of the next amount of time you got left out there, bro. We only get older.
Yeah.
We're gonna be watching these clips in like 20 years too, remembering all this stuff.
Definitely, man. It's crazy, but it's wild to see just how much flag football has grown around here. I've been playing the last 10 years, and I remember in Washington County there was no spring season.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we had 6 teams, I guess. Like, we're going back to the PG Hitman Mack Truck days.
Oh yeah,
Like, that's how long I've been in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. I love it, man. I love seeing all the young talent. We scrimmaged Red Knights today for Washington County League. And,
yes.
there's a lot of young. We'll talk about that for a second, man. There's a lot of young kids on that squad.
The Red Knights?
Had to be 18, 19 years old. You can tell, man, they got some talent and they're pretty raw. Like, they're new to the flag game, so it's cool to kind of help coach them up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
I feel like the old guy now.
And honestly, they're in a good spot to learn, man. I mean, the only way to learn is to get out there and play.
Definitely, man. It's flag is a way different ball game. It's people don't understand it. People that talk shit on this game have never gone out there and done it. So it's until you step out there, your word don't mean shit to me, truthfully.
All right. No, I agree, man. If you've never seen the field, and even I've seen the field. But for those who come out there and try to say it's a soft game, big myth.
Yeah, because everybody claims, put the pads on, you know what I'm saying? But it's a whole different ball game when you got to come out there with no pads on and drop shoulders on people. I think it's harder, truthfully.
It is. It really is. You don't have the protection of the pads or the benefit of it to help you out or the other guy. It's just all manpower at that point.
Yes, sir. Looking ahead at Washington County, man, I'm playing for 2 squads, got the Warriors. That's my family there. I've never felt more at home with the team than I do with them. I don't even know on how many teams in my career, I guess. I've seen teams fold.
Yeah.
Teams break up mid-season, So this is a damn solid team. I consider them my brothers. Anybody that I've strapped up with, man, I consider my brother. If you got the balls to lace up them cleats and go head to head, man, you got my love. That's just the way it is.
Oh yeah, dude.
Tough game.
Man. And that's the kind of sportsmanship we need in this league, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying that for all leagues.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel the Warriors look today against the Knights?
Defense looked pretty solid. Think we forced maybe 4 turnovers, a couple house calls.
Yeah.
But again, we were missing some pieces. Like, we didn't have a lot of our starters there, so I think we're always going to have a tough D line. We're getting Brian Swigert said, "How old is he? 29." Yeah, I'm 29. I'll be 30 in June. Leave me alone. I got bad knees. Defense looked good. I think that's always been the Warriors, I guess, kind of bright spot for the last couple seasons. Offense, we're going through some changes, just trying to, I guess, really find our identity. it's a new year. Last spring we did pretty damn well. That was my first season with them. I think we won 5 games in the spring.
Yeah, you guys were
When
5-5, and that was a really good
yeah,
Warriors squad who took AFN to the wire.
and honestly we should have won that game, man.
You were,
Not
man,
having
same thing against Ruckus. You only lost by a point to Ruckus. You guys were 2 wins away from A bracket.
I mean it was a solid improvement, man. Like it's always been little things with us, minor mistakes. In that AFN game, I remember distinctly giving up 2 4th and 15s that let them back in the game. But that last drive, we gave up a 4th and 12.
Oh,
So it's brutal. Like you know what I mean. Like, but again, they got some studs on that squad, so it's can't be too mad about it.
No shame in losing at all. Yeah, they were league champions.
Yep.
The fact that you guys were a point away from beating the champs.
Yep.
Any given Sunday.
Pretty much, dude. I mean, it's
You guys lived up to that.
and this, and you got to respect that. Like AFN, man, they've always had my respect. They fucking travel at least an hour, most of them.
Yeah.
Come up here and play football.
Right.
Dude, that's awesome. That's crazy. Because I questioned whether or not I wanted to drive to Shippensburg, and that's a 30-minute drive for me. So the fact that they come down and will come up here and support our league, dude, they'll always have my respect.
Exactly. Not even just that, the double duty they pulled, going from Maffel all the way up here.
And the
ADR their league. The ADR plays their league stuff in the mornings. It comes up.
And the Maffel, man, that Maffel league, I've never seen those games like in person, but I've watched some of the live shit. That's no joke down there. So for them to double dip like that, yeah, they got my respect.
No, massive respect to Maffel. Like, great league. Looking ahead to the season, though, Sean, what's your expectations for Warriors in 2019?
I got to call you out on this, man. You had us ranked, I think, 6 out of 7 in the power rankings.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That actually is the correct guess. And we're going to get the Warriors segment and their power rankings out of the way while we're doing this, too. Okay, go ahead.
You know how crazy I am? I've been carving that shit into my leg with a knife the last 3 weeks.
You've carved that number 6?
6 out of 7.
Yeah.
He literally had it. Joey put us 6.
He really did. Yo, you got to post a picture of this. You got to post a picture. I got to see this. Once telling me it's legit, and so I kind of believe it. And I kind of believe it because you are that crazy to do it. I can see it.
I can get a little wild. Yeah, it's realistically, this is me. ADR is a top team to beat. They're always going to be the top team to beat, in my opinion. They're fucking unstoppable. Like,
yeah.
Boone knows what he's doing. From a defensive standpoint, it's frustrating as hell to play against him because even if you do get a rush on him, he's got Milk.
Yeah, he's got Milk.
Running back leaks out to the flats like they're smart. Their football IQ is off the charts.
Oh my God! Yeah.
So you can't make any mistakes. You got to play literally the best football you probably ever played in your flag career against them to even have a chance at being within 6 points of them.
Yeah.
Their defense is stacked too. Like fucking damn Dame is all over the place. Like that dude, what do you say? Like he just makes plays.
Yeah.
Their D line, in my opinion, like I'm always going to say that our D line is one of the best, just because I've seen what we can do. But their D line's up there as well. Like they play really well together. They're a tough team. So my realistic expectation, man, I might put a target on our back here. I think with what we have, with what I know we got talent-wise, we're either a 2 or 3.
2 or 3?
2 or 3. That's with our, mistake-free football. Everybody's showing up every week.
Well, the good news
you know how it is.
The good news is for you, Sean, is that 2 is reasonable, but only because you played the Railroaders twice.
like I said, man, I'm not taking them lightly anymore. I know what they do. They have the bodies. They got the participation. They have the buy-in, man. Brian Swagger,
They do.
that
I
dude.
saw that in practice last
Yeah,
week
like
when I was there.
I'm jealous, man. Like the amount of people he gets to come out there, and he's done some recruiting. I know he's done some recruiting. And
He
that
has.
to go back to that alumni. Yeah, to go back to that alumni game, like that shit was embarrassing from my standpoint. Like
Mine too.
way,
I was embarrassed
way
for
embarrassing.
watching that game.
Because it sucks when you have the talent and you have. We just lack dedication, dude. Like they were practicing well over a year for that game, and the week of our game, we just found out who our fucking quarterback was. So it's tough, but it's an alumni game. Like, you know what I mean? We wanted to help them out by giving them a game. We did it. I don't regret it. It was fun. I had some guys that, I literally lived with a dude from Brunswick for a while, my old roommate. So it was like a lot of fun, man. Like just going up, putting pads on one more time. It's cold as shit though.
Oh yeah, that was a cold day in general. I was outside from 9 a.m. till 10 p.m. that night. That was a cold
Like,
day.
and we had some guys on our squad that were definitely starters that had to play in the flag championships that were already beat from that game. We had one dude that pulled a hamstring and ended up breaking his hand, like, and still tried to play through that alumni game. And
Yes,
what do you do? You know what I mean?
it's just
I'm not taking anything away from Brunswick, man. They came out prepared. They knew what they were doing. They fucking smacked us in the mouth. They came out. I remember, man, they had the ball first, opening drive. They came out in that Maryland eye. I said, "Oh shit, here we go." So it was fun, dude. I'd do it again. It's just performance answers. Yeah, Tyler Spencer, you're wild.
there's something in the booze. That's what it was. It's something in the booze.
It's some Kenny Diener. What the hell is he calling things?
Assassinators.
Railroaders.
Might be railroaders, man.
Yeah. Assassinators. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, he might change the name now. Might be Railroaders.
Strong recommendation to you Keystoners watching. Assassinators is one hell of a drink.
He should keep the drink name.
He should trademark it.
Oh, boy.
Tribute to
Yeah, so I've heard some rumors as to what Brunswick has for flag anyway, with personnel wise, but I don't want to get into that.
Have you been hearing the same rumors I might have been, Sean?
same rumors like that.
Yeah, I used to play with one of the guys.
Friend of yours?
Used to pay me to come down there and play for his squad.
How much money he blow on you?
You used to make money at this thing?
You used to get money?
That's what we need to start doing.
You took a pay cut to go to Ross?
Man, that check better be in the mail, Ross.
It's on its way.
Mm-mm-mm. That shit ain't gonna clear. You got a kid. That check ain't gonna clear.
Oh my. Yeah.
What else can we talk about, man? I like this shit.
Hey, anything you want to bring up? But let's actually continue on in the Keystone rankings. I'm about to bring Corey Jones from the Browns on in a minute or two, actually. Any last words you have for tonight, Sean? You know you're welcome anytime to come over for this stuff.
I might have to do that, man.
Come
That's
over.
fun. Look at Ross.
Next
What a
week.
gorgeous man.
Next week.
Every Sunday night we do this.
Cool. I might stop by. Yeah, it's last words, man. Like as far as the Keystone League goes, X Dogs are still the team to beat. We're definitely, you can stamp this shit. We're definitely the number 2 team behind them. Who we got? Nobody else. From what I've seen, what the hell, the Gators that beat us week 1 when none of us were there. I'd fucking throw one of those dudes into the stands from that O-line. They don't scare me.
Shots fired.
Killer bees. Fire all them shots. You can ask them. I think I even said something about they were on our sideline afterwards. Asked who played O-line. I said, what, you and your brother? It's going to take at least 3 of you motherfuckers to block me. So,
Damn,
yeah,
Sean.
the other teams, man, Killer Bees, pretty, pretty cool jerseys. Nothing talent wise on that squad that scares me. That's about it for Keystone. We got a big come up there, man. Shippensburg, 9 a.m. We got that early game.
I'm ready. I'll be there.
It's going to be a blast. I know they got some big boys. It's going to be a physical game. I'm ready for Kinsler to break my ribs, whatever. It's going to be a good game.
I'm excited for you, man.
To Washington County, I'm stoked, dude. We're back at Marty Shook. I love that field. Tom Hoffman, if you're watching, I'll meet you at the cooler. Me and Tom have had some battles over the years. We're cool now. He gave me a reality check a couple years ago. I'll talk about that another time, but he's a good dude.
Yeah.
But just good luck to everybody, man. I'm going to talk a lot of shit in the game, but at the end of the day, I'm cool with everybody. Everybody knows that. I'll chop it up with everybody, man. It's all love at the end of the day. So we'll drink a beer.
Always, Sean.
Yes, sir. Hey, good luck to everybody, man. We'll have a good week 1. Stay safe, no injuries, and we'll just have a good time. I heard there's rain in the forecast. That shit needs to stay way up away from here.
Exactly. Let's send it to Maffle instead of us. Maffle
exactly.
The rain this season, not us.
What's before I sign out? What's the cool thing to say nowadays? Program, you're on the clock.
Ooh.
Yeah. I love those dudes, man. That's my old squad.
Yeah.
I've been around, so it's all love with those guys. They know that shit.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a good game, good physical game. Can't wait to get out there.
You excited for the weekend? X-Dogs and Program. You gonna make it?
I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna have to put the old booze down for a couple hours and hydrate with some real water. Maybe like Coors Light.
Hey, we'll keep the booze.
Shit that I think Ross drinks that.
Hey, we got plenty of it here. Whenever you're ready.
Oh God, Jesus! Tom Hoffman gave you that, didn't he? Your Big Sean.
Both actually.
Oh man, put it down.
Can never go an episode without one. Well,
I hear you.
Well, thank you, Sean, for coming on tonight. Love to have you over here next week with us.
Definitely, man. I'll come chill. Hey, another shout out before I go. All the referees, man. Don Brown, Brian Davis, Keith. Can't remember the other dude's name, but they go both ways too, man. They make that drive up to Shippensburg. So shout out to them, man. It's a different type of person that can go out there and just referee games and put up with our bullshit. Because I've given out my fair share of insults over the years, and they take it like champs. So it's all love.
Let me tell you, Sean. I worked retail for 8 years of my life. I can never be a referee for any of it.
You're talking to the champ of that shit, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks again, man. I appreciate you having me on. I don't really know how to disconnect from this, but
I got you, bud. I'll see you next week.
All right, man. Take her easy.
You too, Sean.
Peace.
That was Sean Moats, the Immortals and the Warriors, covering both teams, actually. Perfect. So 2 birds killed with 1 stone as we continue the Keystone rankings. Chip Flip Gators, who they have improved in between games with the Dogs, but they still don't have enough. We'll see what they have next week when the Gators take on the number 2 team in this countdown, the Browns, 2-1. The Browns are looking good, Ross, aren't they? Good call, Ross. Bye, Ross. But I will say, 2-1. Catherine, they've gotten better, have they?
They have.
They really have gotten better. Oh, my goodness. 2-1 on the year after not winning anything last year. That's a substantial improvement. And believe if I can get them on the air. Corey Jones, I know you're watching, buddy. The invite's been sent.
John Shope is here.
John Shobe is here? That's something about Corey Jones. But yeah, Browns are 2, and we're going to finish the power rankings while I wait for Corey to connect. If I can actually see where he went. Ah, there he is. Excellent. Send it again. We almost got him. Corey Jones of the Browns will be joining us in a second. Sitting, Sean Moats, Corey, how you doing, bud?
What's up, Joey? How you doing, man?
Excellent, sir. Excellent. So once again, in the winning column, how's it feel?
No, it feels pretty good. The Bees are supposed to be the second best team in our league, so it was good to go out there and make a statement yesterday. Defense played lights out. Offense, we still got some work to do, but feel really good where the defense is. I think if we can get our offense down and get our rotations on offense figured out, I think we'll just get better as we keep going here.
Yeah. And you look at the game against X-Dogs, 20-0. That's not bad considering how the rest of the league has fared against them so far. That's progress. That's a step forward.
Yeah, we were down 12-0 at halftime, or 13-0, I'm sorry. Second half, their defense just took over. As Sean was saying there, their offense and defensive lines are a nightmare. So we got a pretty good line. We held our toe. We went toe-to-toe with them, but they made some big plays. And Matt, like he was saying also, Sean, Matt's a tricky quarterback. So give him credit. They earned it. They're still number one. We got some work to do before we catch those guys.
Yeah, and honestly, though, step by step, you did not get a chance to beat the spring champion, but you did, however, knock off the fall champion, the Killer Bees, in your second game. Tell me, Corey, how'd you do it?
Defense, pretty much. We held them scoreless till about the 2-minute mark in the game. They scored a late touchdown. We did it with a lot of running. We used our running game. We used short passes. Christian Henderson, our one Wildcat quarterback, he had a hell of a game for us. He probably had over 150 yards on the ground. So, but I can't speak high enough about the defensive effort these guys are putting in. We got Brian Thompson back there, kind of our leader on defense. He's telling guys where to line up. Another veteran, Frank Henson. Guy just plays his ass off every week. So we just like what we're seeing on defense and the young guys. We got a lot of guys up from West Virginia. I heard Sean talking about that earlier too. So we got a heck of a lineman, Matt Mackey, who played on some of them state title teams. So the talent's filling in. Like I said, we're just working on rotations right now, and we could either have a first or second team out there, and they're both playing the same. Everybody's pretty much equal. So just got to get that down. Like I said, I think we'll get rolling even more than we are.
Yeah. And like I said, like it's been step by step. You guys have gotten significantly better. Number 2 in the power rankings when just 2 weeks ago I said you guys were the worst team in the league. Suddenly, different story.
Yeah, quite a step. It's a testament to the guys, like I told you there last week. Guys showing up. We got a full playbook this year, so thank Gordon for that. I can't say enough about these guys. I really like the guys we got. We're just trying to get things down to a crisp, trying to get better communication here and there on certain things. But where we're at right now, I'm happy to be 2-1 as compared to 0-3 last year and losing big time games by a lot of points. This is quite a turnaround. It's a testament to the.
They have lost Corey. Nope, there he is. You still there, man?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, keep going.
Oh, that was all. I just was saying, just a credit to the guys who are working their ass off for us. Like I said, just playing great football right now. Just trying to get the rotations down and get everybody in a rhythm on offense. Defense, I think, is almost there. I mean, only giving up, I think I did the math today, maybe 12 or 13 points a game. So we're getting there for sure. That's for sure.
What are your thoughts on your opponent this week, the Ship Flip Gators, number 3 in the power rankings for the Keystone Flag Football League? You guys have not got a win on them yet. However, you did break one curse against the Bees last week and the Spartans week before. Can you do it for the third straight week against this Ship Flip Gators team?
That's definitely the plan. Sean's got an improving team as well. Sean Riley, the coach of the Gators. They got a better offensive line than they had last year. I do know that. And their quarterback, Kenny, he's tough to corral. He likes to scramble. He can throw on the run. He beat us in the playoffs last year on the last drive with his legs. He scrambled and beat us on a touchdown pass with about 30 seconds left. So we know what we're going up against. I'm not sure if their receiver, McKeon, will be back this week, but if he is, he's somebody to definitely game plan for. I watched them yesterday play the X-Dogs. The first 2 X-Dog drives, the Gators defense picked off the X-Dogs, one in the end zone and one down around the 10. So they're definitely improved. So we're going to have to come out and play just like we did against the Bees and be ready to go from the opener because Sean will have them ready to go for sure.
Yeah. And it's going to be an interesting matchup. I'll be there 11 a.m. Saturday morning rather, as you guys take on the Gators. And what are your other thoughts right now about the Browns, Corey? I mean, you guys got to be riding high right now. Not even having a team in the fall, winless last spring, 2 wins already. This is successful to you, right? I mean, this is big.
Definitely it is. And like I said, I'm not going to take much of the credit. I'm going to give a lot of the credit to the guys who are putting in the effort and helping me out. I got a kid, Gordon. He's 20 years old from West Virginia. Me and him are talking almost every night. The guy's constant football. He's sending me plays. He's going over stuff. He's bringing some athletes up from West Virginia for us. And I got my veteran guys. I mentioned Brian Thompson. He's an encyclopedia of football, if anybody knows that guy. So, and I got my running back, the guy that's been with me since the beginning in softball and football, Frank Henson, who's always there for me too to lend some advice. So it's not a one-man show for sure. I like everybody's input and everything like that. So that's my goal, to get these new guys acclimated and become one unit, because if we stay together, we can only go up from here. We got a lot of young guys and just enough veterans sprinkled in to keep it rolling here.
Yeah. And I look forward to meeting you guys for the first time this Saturday morning. Hopefully the rain will avoid us altogether.
Yeah, I was looking there earlier. It's supposed to be 67, so if the rain holds out, I said just a chance of light showers. That'd be pretty nice compared to yesterday. I think the wind was blowing 40 miles an hour.
Ooh. No, not about the wind. Not about the wind at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Corey, for joining us once again. Hopefully you'll be joining us in the winning lane again next week.
That's the plan. Get to 3-1. That's the goal this week.
I'd like to have you guys do a shit flip on the air, to be honest. You and Tyler McCann are both good speakers for your squads.
Thank you very much. I'll try to get some other guys to join you as well as the season goes on. I think some would like coming on. So I'll mention you. I think a lot of guys are watching right now. So that's the goal, be 3-1 this week. We'll start getting ready for the Gators tomorrow.
Hey, I'm pretty sure we'd like to have Brian Thompson on the air one day, if possible.
I'll say something to him. I think he'd like to come on. He played in Washington County for a while too, so I think he'd be glad to come on. Like I said, the guy's an encyclopedia of football. I'm learning a lot from him, actually. Good dude.
Good. Well, thank you once again, Corey, for joining us. You have a wonderful night, sir, and best of luck Saturday morning.
Hey, thanks a lot. Looking forward to seeing you Saturday. Thanks, Joey.
Thank you, Corey. That was Corey Jones joining us, as well as Maddox. As we finish the countdown, but the X-Dogs, 2 more shutout wins, the dominant faction. No one's caught them completely yet, but it's starting to collapse, I feel like. Just a little bit. The X-Dogs reign. Because, let me tell you, I'm looking at this game against Immortals on Saturday morning, and Immortals only had 15 of their guys, supposedly. And if they put on that kind of performance against the Spartans, what if they have everybody against the Dogs? I feel like the Immortals have a shot. That's going to be the 9 a.m. game. As we're getting to the predictions portion, by the way, I should have said that out loud, but I went ahead and skipped the schedule portion. This will be the first ever meeting between both squads, Immortals and X-Dogs, so we don't know what to expect yet, but the X-Dogs know Sean Moats. They know Chili, so they know what to expect. The question is, who else does this Immortals team have that the Dogs have seen or not seen? Because Moats was talking it up. He hasn't said who's on who, but they said they got circuit guys. That's something. That's big. You need a kind of experience to win, especially against a team like the X-Dogs. For now, though, I'm just going to pick X-Dogs till they lose. I'm going X-Dogs in this one.
I have to.
But yeah, I'm going to have to. That's the old broad axe rule where it's like...
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, until somebody does it, I can't believe in it. That's the old broad axe rule. But I'm looking at this Immortals game. X-Dogs, they got the dub. But...
It sounds like this might be the X-Dogs' biggest competition.
Mm-hmm.
So
their greatest challenge. We'll see. Looking at 10 a.m., number 6, Spartans and Killer Bees. This will be the 5th meeting between both squads. The Bees have dominated this series like 4-0. It's uneven. It's lopsided.
who? Killer Bees and who?
Spartans. Do you think the Spartans finally pull one out?
Yeah, who do you have in this one? I want to hear you have.
I got the Bees in this one because everybody tells me the Spartans. Everyone keeps saying the Spartans are talented. The Spartans are talented. I haven't seen it yet, but the way the Bees have played,
Right.
I think
I'm going Spartans.
you want Spartans. All right, Ross is picking the Spartans. I'm gonna go with the Bees as a safe pick and hope maybe they get it together this week.
Did you call the Killer Bees over the Browns last week?
You're right.
And I called the Browns.
Yeah, you're right. Ross got that right over
I'm
me
going
last
Spartans
week.
in this one.
You going Spartans?
Yeah.
I'm going Bees.
Okay.
We'll see. As we have to move on to the next game. That is the final game of the day. Ship Flip Gators and the Browns. A game that a year ago didn't sound very good, but now all of a sudden this is for second place right now.
Right.
Isn't it? It's crazy how much change can happen in such a little time. Ship Flip was traveling on tournaments last summer. They were in Gettysburg. They played in the Fall League. The Browns disappeared after spring. But now here they are. They're back. They're second place. They're playing against the number 3 team in the league. This is going to be a good game, I feel like. I feel like this is going to be a battle. What do you think, Ross?
Go on, Browns.
Why do you think Browns?
Because they've been playing. Well, I don't know. This is probably one of the more. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
I think it's going to be a tough one to
Go on,
predict.
Browns.
I got to see more of both squads. You gotta
Come on,
chill,
bro.
bud. You gotta chill. Relax a little bit. You gotta relax, Maddox. But I'm gonna go with tough one. It's like a coin flip to me. I'm gonna go with the Browns because we back the Browns here on Blunt Talk.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. Browns need a QB according to Don Brown. Well, Don, go out there and do it. I mean, they got your name already. You might as well take the team over and just say, oh, I run the Browns now. I mean, that's what Paul Brown did when he founded the Cleveland Browns back in the day.
All right.
There's your chance, Don. If you feel like they need a QB, go out there and do it. I believe in you. I mean, anybody can be a QB these days. So that's my prediction. I'm going to go with Browns over the Gators.
Me too.
You too. Maddox is picking the Browns over the Gators. As we segue out of Keystone, so my fellow Keystoners, thank you for watching. If you want to keep watching, feel free. We're talking about Washington County now. You won't be there, Don? Okay, that's a shame. As we move on now to the Washington County Flag Football League. Here we are, Ross.
Yup.
We're finally back.
Yup.
We're finally back home.
Yup.
Marty Snook Park.
Marty Snook.
Sunday, next week, 10 a.m. Are you ecstatic as I am right now?
I'm pretty pumped.
Dude, this must be how Brian Swagger feels whenever there's an alumni game or a race going
I
on.
never even thinks about any of those things.
Oh my goodness gracious. This is the stuff I've been waiting on. Sorry about that. Sending out a quick message just so I can coordinate this properly. So, as we mentioned, unfortunately, Top Gun died.
Yup.
But their players still remain in our league.
That really is unfortunate, though.
That is unfortunate. That was the rivalry. You guys and Top Gun.
I like
Rest
it.
in peace.
Moment of silence, guys. Remembering Top Gun once again. Anyways, back to what we were saying. Thank you, Top Gun, for the memories. You guys were a fun team to watch always. Looking at the preseason power rankings, which I did give an indication of weeks ago, Sean did point that out. It's mostly about the same, but to recap for those who didn't watch the first time, looking at number 7 right now is the Railroaders, which honestly, Ross,
Uh-huh.
until I see otherwise, they're still the Assassins. You feel the same way?
Yup.
I mean, no slight to Brian and company, who actually is joining us right now. Brian Swagger, the Brunswick Railroaders, no longer the Assassins, the Railroaders. I think that alumni game victory is giving him some momentum and confidence.
I like the effect.
What do you think, Brian? Oh my goodness. He's got the trophy, he's got the car, he's got the helmet. Ross, you see it now?
Sean started talking alumni, so I ran inside and I grabbed it.
Oh, geez.
You got to remind them every time, don't you, Ryan?
Yeah. Yeah, we're seventh. We're ranked seventh in flag, but we're number one in alumni.
Well, we'll see what happens when you guys play the Montgomery County Rams in a few weeks. Are you excited about that one, Brian?
Damn straight. Yeah, absolutely. Like it's a semi-pro game. We're playing NFL rules. I think you live for this. Like Sean said, we're all getting a little bit older, and I'll be able to say one day that I played in a semi-pro football game, and I'm looking forward to that. I wish I wasn't 44. I wish I was 34 or 24, but hey, it's what happens. It's good.
Hey, man, you only live one time, and the fact that you and guys like Kenny Diener are getting that kind of opportunity is awesome to me, man. I really appreciate it, and we look forward to having this for you here on Joey Blaze. It'll be April 6th, 1 p.m., the Brunswick Railroaders taking on the Montgomery County Rams. Any more you want to tell us about that game, Brian?
We're ready to go. We've been practicing since January. The reason it came about was we wanted to tune up before the May 18th rematch against the Washington County All-Stars, and that game kind of went to the wayside. I think they didn't get enough guys. So then what we did was we really amped up this game. We're playing it in Hyattsville. It's a stadium field. It's a turf field. It's going to be just like an alumni game. We've got referees, we've got concession stands, we've got police, we got chain gang, we got it all. So it's going to be a good game. I think you're going to broadcast it for us, Joey. We're going to hopefully have about 3 or 4 camera feeds. It's going to be like NFL broadcast. So we're excited. We've been practicing since January. The offense is ready to go. There's nothing we can't do. The defense, Mike Beachley, he's put that together. We're ready. So now there's in alumni, there's certain rules. Like you can only rush 4 guys, and there's things you couldn't do. This game's wide open. So we put in, we got our blitz packages. We got blitz pickup, all special teams. Everything's live. We are excited. Man, it's a football game.
Yeah, and I look forward to having it, man. I enjoyed the alumni game. It's a shame we won't get the marching band or anything like that from the first game, but you know what? This is going to be even better, I feel like. This is going to be an interesting matchup to see how you guys measure up against a legitimate semi-pro team that was league champion last year, I believe.
Yeah, TFL, Football League. And, so we're aiming high, I guess. It's going to be an interesting football game. I don't think they have much film on us. We don't have much film on them. We got until warm-ups,
Yeah, and that's going to be the one thing to see what happens when you guys meet the Montgomery County Rams in a few weeks. We'll have that, like I said, 1 p.m. here on Joey Blaze, April 6th, Saturday. Tickets, however, are on sale for $10, Brian?
$10, 12 and under are free.
12 and under are free, and that's being played where at?
Herrick Park Stadium. It's a turf field it's down there by FedEx Stadium. And, we're excited. We're real excited. We're going to be down there about 10 o'clock, get warmed up. We'll be in Brunswick Black, just like.
Well, we lost Brian. Brunswick Black is a thing? Yeah. Is that like a color listed somewhere in the cell? I wouldn't be surprised. It's okay, Brian. All love.
All right.
Brunswick Black. Can you explain what Brunswick Black is?
Absolutely. You want me to post a picture?
Yeah. Post it in the comment section. Hold up. Marley Mayo says hit him for film. He might be able to help you, Brian.
Oh, I'll pay money. Tell Marley I'll put some cake down for that.
Marley, he's got money for you if you're ready. Trust me, he pays up. He pays up real well. He's a good man.
The only thing cheap about me is my friends.
Brian Swagger with the jokes tonight. Hey, fire away. It's Blunt Talk, man.
I just want to say, hey, so usually we're all rivals. We go at each other. But hey, just support us. Everybody send good vibes for this semi-pro game. We'll have a little bit of Warriors with us. We did pick up Brandon from Ruckus. He's going to be our third down back. Might be a slot.
Brandon,
everybody cheer for us. We'll
Brandon Michael.
What's that?
Brandon Michael.
Yeah, they're running back.
You guys got B Mike on the Railroaders?
Yeah. So we lost not on the
I
railroad.
know
For the
that, but it's
semi-pro
the
game.
alumni, but it's still like insane to me. That's amazing. Wow.
What school do you go?
Well, we lost. From the alumni team, we got a couple guys not playing, so we needed to backfill, and so Mike Beachley went down there and played in Atlantic City with Brandon, and he pulled it. He got him for us, so that'll be nice.
Beachley coming into clutch with the recruiting, though. Oh, my goodness gracious. Shout out Michael Beachley. Hey, I had B Mike on Survivors, and I played with him on Ducks. You guys got yourselves a hell of a talent in B Mike. Trust me. Just one thing, Brian, remember. Give him the ball.
Oh, hey, he was at practice today. He had on green pants and a purple top and a white helmet. It was kind of crazy, but he caught 2 or 3 passes. Picked up real quick. He's a real smart dude. Our offense is getting a little bit complex, and right away he was getting it. We were talking, and next time we get together next weekend, he'll have the whole playbook down for sure.
Heck yeah, dude. I mean, like I told you, that's a big get. Are you still taking any more players to play? I mean, you offered B Mike. Anybody else?
We are looking for. We need some right side of the line. If there's any guards or tackles, send me a PM. This is an alumni game. It's not all Brunswick High School. If there's a right guard or a right tackle that wants to play a semi-pro game, reach out. You are going to need your own helmet, your own shoulder pads. I can give you pants and I can give you a jersey, but you will need a helmet and shoulder pads.
Ross Collins just told me he'll play for you. He would love to wear that Brunswick on his chest.
Oh, shit. Man, all right, I'm going to have to talk to leadership about that. I don't know if Ross wants the ball. I know he's a baller. We could use him. Would he play guard or tackle? Is he a guard or is he a tackle?
Are you guard or a tackle, Ross? What do you want to be? You're a tackle?
I can play guard too
He says he can play guard too.
if they pull.
Y'all pull?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, shit, then I got to give him my playbook.
He says he'll play pulling guard for you.
What's he doing April 6th?
What are you doing April 6th?
You tell me, Swagger.
You want to come down with us? I'll be there.
Ross is going to go down there and sign autographs. Man. I'll give another shout out. Mozi was amazing. Mozi's like professional. He needs to be on NFL Network.
Yeah, Moats was entertaining. Love to have Moats on here more often. Love to have you on here more often too, Swagger. We're glad to hear from you tonight.
You see this rust bucket back here? Man, it takes all between football and that race car, man. I got no time.
I can see, man. I can see that. Hey, you keep busy at like 44, and that's impressive, man. I hope to do the same at your age.
I need a fake ID. I need to be 24. Yeah. So we got a guy on our team named Seth Wagner. So he was about 20 years old and got a fake ID. He had a 24-year-old ID. I said, Seth, give me one of them.
Oh, man.
Well, you want to talk some Brunswick Railroad flag football?
Yes. What about the flag team? That's what I want to wonder about. You're a busy man, like I said. Flag, race car driving, etc.
Keeps me out of jail, I guess. No, so this year, because we had some success in the alumni football game, a lot of the alumni guys were like, hey, what's this flag about? So we were able to tap into that roster. The guys from Baltimore, Rome and Sean, they agreed to come back. We got a pretty good family here in Brunswick. They liked our team, so they're coming back up from Baltimore. And then we tapped into some of your guys from the Survivors. So we got Buck Nasty coming, and we've got Daniel at quarterback. So we're gonna give it a go.
Who?
Buck Nasty?
You got a quarterback?
I've never met any of those guys in my life.
Buck. You wait to see his jersey next week. Wait till you see his jersey.
I know Tyler Buckler. I knocked him on his ass once.
Once. That's one dude I wouldn't want to piss off.
Hey, that's the only 1v1 we ever had.
Man. Well, you live to tell about it. He's a tough son of a bitch. Buck has destroyed guys in practice.
I will say he is tough. That run he had against Lucas last year was amazing until the ending.
Yeah. So we got Daniel at quarterback. He's going to have a lot of talent. We got some good wide receivers. We got some good slots. We got a good running back, and Mike Beachley's in charge of the defense, and we're good to go. We're ready.
All right, Brian. I'm ready, and I'm excited too. to see what you guys got Sunday morning, 10 a.m. What are your thoughts against your opponent, Ruckus, who you guys have not done very well with? Stay tuned to hear what the stats are about the series there.
Oh,
What are your
no.
thoughts on Ruckus?
Well, I don't know. We scrimmaged Ruckus a couple weeks, maybe about a month ago, and they may have had one more score than us. I don't know. It's kind of even game. Both teams kind of struggled quarterback wise. That's one reason we picked up Daniel for. So we're going to be ready to go. You know, we're not intimidated, and yeah, we look forward to playing. We get to kick off the season. That's nice. You know, Washington County's kicking off. We're the first game. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people watching. We'll be back at Marty Snook. I think everybody's happy about that. And
Are you bringing the keg?
man, I told Tom and Andy I wouldn't do that again. That was bad. If Ross brings Papa John's, I'll bring the cake. How's that?
If you bring Papa John's, he's got a keg. Is that a deal, Ross?
I don't know. I'm doing nothing.
What did he say?
But continuing, he says he wants nothing.
I don't know. I'll tell Ross. I'll reach out to him if he's serious about coming over to the dark side.
Would you come over to the dark side, Ross?
Play the Montgomery County Rams, or why not?
He says he wants to play for you all. Ross is going to be a Brunswick man for one day only.
Damn. All right.
Are you
We'll treat him
going
well.
to apologize for trash talking the entire town on social media?
Ross got to eat some pro. You know, Ross said, "I've never lost to Brunswick." Yeah, Ross, you've lost now.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Swagger.
Hey, be careful, Swagger. April 28th, you guys and the Warriors will be meeting up.
I don't, it's awesome. You know, it's like Washington Capitol hockey game. I don't think we've gone one game without a fight. So I'm sure that date will be that'll be the same.
Hey, it's
Leave
just
the
like
wife- leave the wife
getting
and kids
together
at
for our
home.
family reunion.
It's not a family game. Yeah, leave the wife and kids at home.
What are your expectations for the Railroaders this season, Swagger? How many wins do you think? Can you break through the ceiling? 2 has been your record so far. Can you hit 3, perhaps?
5, I don't know. 5, let's go for
You don't
5.
know?
Yeah, it's 5. We practice hard. We picked up some guys. You know, we don't get intimidated.
You got 5 wins?
Sure, why not?
5 and 3 is what he's saying. Ross is shaking his head.
We got double headers against Ruckus, double headers against who? Red Knights or somebody? Who's the other double header against? Don't we got 2 doubles?
You tell us. That schedule was. I'm not bothering reading that. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull that up. But
I don't know.
any given Sunday, right, Brian?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
You guys have put together some good games. You almost had the Warriors last year. You destroyed Top Gun the week before that. You guys should have had Survivors the same day. You guys have been close. You're just missing that one piece to put it together.
We had that one piece for the alumni game.
Mr. Fisher, yes, Mr. Fisher.
Yeah. That makes a big.
No,
That's
he
why
was
everybody
great.
paid all that money.
Will Ian be there for the MoCo Rams game?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Awesome. And we
You'll
will actually
see
have
how he
more
goes.
about that game next week when we talk about the MoCo Rams and Brunswick Railroaders game, as well as the Railroaders and Ruckus game this Sunday morning. Brian, thanks for coming on air again. We're going to have you back next week for the other game. I look forward to seeing you then, sir.
All right. Thanks so much, Joey.
All right. Have a good night, Brian, and good luck next week against Ruckus.
All right. We'll do.
Brian Swart joining us. Pretty confident, isn't he?
Yes.
Hey, he said it 5 for the Railroaders this season. We'll see. Is he gonna count the alumni game and the MoCo Rams game though as part of those 5 wins?
Probably.
Ross, you're so mean. So you being for real? You gonna play for the Railroaders?
I'd go play for him probably if I don't have anything going on.
There you go, Brian. Ross is ready.
I like paddle football too, man.
Yeah, no, Pat's great. But let's talk about what we're really here for.
Yep.
The power rankings, number 6. Sean was right. You guys are number 6. You need a QB. That's your problem. And until I see you guys with a QB, I can't put much faith in you.
That's fine.
I did like the offense you ran in the playoff game against the Red Knights last year, but I don't know if that would be a good one to run for a full season. But we'll see. I haven't been to a single practice of you guys yet. I don't know what you got. You haven't told me a single thing, which is good.
That's right.
So we'll see. I got the Warriors 6. Without a QB, if they can't find a QB, and the Railroaders can, which that's going to be a good game in a month. I'm pretty certain that you guys might hit 7. But Mozi said you all have 3 wins in you. We'll see. Right now, though, I'm going to put you at number 6. Number 5, however, is an old favorite of ours. The Red Knights. Back in the top 5. They have a 2-game winning streak and a B bracket championship. Momentum's here for the Knights. What are your thoughts, Ross?
From the Knights.
Yeah. Just all right?
Yeah.
Nothing else, nothing more?
He's from that.
Yes, but this guy is Andy Hoffman joining us now from the Red Knights.
Nice. Nice.
How you doing, Joey?
Andy, it's great. You know how long I've wanted you to be on my show for?
Way too long, I guess.
Way too long, sir. How you been this off season?
I've been busy. So I mean, we just finished basketball 2 weeks ago, so now I'm back doing everything else. So it's neat to be able to get back to doing whatever. So enjoy having fun and messing with adults rather than coaching kids.
Yep. And you're back to coaching today, however, Red Knights against we lost him. Or he stepped out. Let me see if I can grab him real quick. Andy, if you're still on, you probably did the same thing Swagger did earlier. Like badly. But like I said with this Knights team.
Old man syndrome.
You're so mean, Ross. You so mean. Oh, here he is. As I add Andy back in. Real quickly, as I was saying, though, they got him, and here he is again. Perfect. Andy, welcome back.
Sorry about that.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
You guys have me on a bad day. I'm watching ball games at the same time, so I'm hoping the Wi-Fi stays in the whole time.
Are you watching Virginia, Oklahoma? That's what we got on TV right now.
Yeah, that's the one I got going on in the background because try to catch the one that's latest going at once. We just got done watching Liberty go to Virginia Tech. I'm headed down this weekend down to the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. So I get Virginia Tech, Duke, and looks like it's going to be Michigan State and LSU.
Yeah.
So that'll be a fun weekend.
Are you you gonna be at Flag on Sunday?
Well, yeah, because the games on Sunday won't be until the afternoon anyway. So I'm going to play in the morning and then go watch ball games.
Yeah. Okay. No, I wasn't sure what the schedule was. That's all I was making sure of. I was going to say, don't skip out on this one. This is the best game we have in the league nowadays. Our new best rivalry, Red Knights and Broadaxe.
Yeah, because we've never had this rivalry before.
Yeah, but this is the thing, though. It only comes once a season.
Well, we get them twice this year. My mom's happy that we're not playing each other on Mother's Day, so that helps.
Yeah, no, good move. Don't ever schedule that on Mother's Day.
We did that a couple years ago.
Andy.
So,
but you know, I always look forward to that game. Broadaxe and Knights, those two teams were the staples of this league when I first joined back in 2014. I had mad respect for you all. I feared you guys, like when we got out there, when we were survivors. And I'm so glad to see that in my 10th season, you're both still here, and the game is still as good as it's always been. What are your thoughts on the upcoming matchup for against Broadaxe?
Well, I know they got Clancy. You never know. I know that they've had changes in their roster. We've had changes in our roster. It's always going to be neat to see each other play against each other. You know they've got a heck of an offensive line. You know they have a really good defensive line. It's just a matter of who makes more plays. And, you know, Clancy coming into our league, we've already, you know, he's made it to the national title game. You know, it's pretty neat. You know, you always want to challenge yourself anyway, so I'm happy to be there.
Yeah, and I'll be happy to see that matchup. That's going to be a good game. That is going to be a game of the week matchup. Broad Axe, Red Knights. Earlier, Ross told us you guys had a scrimmage. How do you think the Warriors looked? I already heard Ross's take on the Knights. What's yours on the Warriors?
Well, the Warriors always have incredibly athletic big boys. So, I mean, I'm their running game is their running game. They made plays when they needed to today. We need to pull better flags. It's all comes down to flag pulling and making plays in the backfield.
Yeah.
So if the Warriors are able to, if they're able to break into open space, they're tough to play.
Yeah, and that was the one thing I saw last year with the game you guys had in the B bracket playoffs was that the Warriors were able to put together a game plan that challenged you guys really well throughout the game. But in the end, you guys pulled it out. B bracket. I thought you were done, Andy. What made you want to come back this season? You had a very emotional moment there in the field when we were streaming those final moments of the Knights Top Gun game.
Thanks,
I
40 man rise.
I thought this team was going to be back and not the Red Knights. Because you seem like you were ready.
Here's the thing. When your offensive line tells you you're coming back, you're coming back. You know, we have a great group of guys who work their tail off up front. And when they sit there and say, let's try this one more time. Let's keep trying this. My thing has never been the guys who show up. It's tough. The toughest part about any of this is being able to play with never knowing what your roster is going to be from week to week. And guys aren't the same as they used to be. And finding a good group of committed guys who want to play ball and don't spend all their time looking at trying to be an all-star, I want my stats, I want my touches, I want my this, I want my that. You know, I'm not as old school as I probably think. But my thing is, being a team captain can be miserable. And we had a lot of guys who wouldn't be truly committed. And now we're seeing, with the group that we have right now, I really like our good group of guys. We have a bunch of guys who are going to take care of each other. And I've said from the beginning, if you got guys who are going to take care of each other, you play for each other, and life is easier. So that's where I'm at.
Even Ross and you agree with me. Big facts. Both Ross and I have had our own teams. We know what you're talking about. That is the key to success. So without it, you're not going to enjoy the game, which makes it all not worth it.
Well, you end up feeling bad for the guys who do show up every week. And it's like the same thing I've told our guys as we've come through practices the whole way through the spring. Every time, the one thing I can never control is who shows up. And the biggest question that you always get as a sponsor as a captain, as whatever, is, well, which guys are going to be there this week? I have no control over that. I have no way of knowing exactly who's going to be there. So, you know, that's frustrating because you feel like you're letting your guys down when, honestly, the best thing that could happen at sometimes is just to show up and play ball. And there were times last year that it was hard to look forward to going to the game on Sunday because which of my own friends wasn't going to be mad at me for somebody else not showing up. So now I think we've got it's not easy for me to pick up a bunch of guys at the bar. I'm too old. None of the guys my age are playing anymore. So it's who's the recruiter, who brought guys in. And I like I said, we have a really good group of guys right now. I look forward to seeing how much fun we can play together.
Yeah. And I look forward to especially seeing what you guys have. I mean, it was tough seeing how you guys just fell down last year. It was a rough go for the Red Knights. It was not the Knights I grew up watching in this league over the last few seasons. But what I saw in that playoff run, however, was that old Knight spirit, the all you got, all you need mentality. And that was the key to success that you guys had. And I feel like if you could carry that over to this season, you got something. Especially the way you're talking about this current roster, it seems like you got pieces there.
Well, we spent most of the season last year playing with 14 dudes. So when your defensive backs are playing receiver at the same time, and anybody gets nicked up or anybody gets beat up, it's just hard. So when you play with 14 guys, you can make it through a weekend, but you can't make it through a 10-week season. It doesn't work that way. So it's, we would be in, as much as you want to say about anything, we would be in the games until halftime, third quarter, and then we got tired. And there's only so many guys you can there's only so many guys you can plug in and cover. We had only so many guys who fit. So now that we're here, it was good this year because it wasn't me searching for guys. I put it on, Chad Wilson, Gary Thomas, a bunch of our guys sat there and started looking around and saying, okay, honestly, when I'm going to miss Top Gun, but having those guys available, dude, we added a bunch of good dudes who show up every week. And then that's the big thing that comes with it. We added guys who were on previous teams who sat there and said, hey, we've heard the stories, but we know you guys always show up and play and you always compete and we're not fun to play against. Good. So that's sort of where we're at this year.
Yeah. And honestly, I wish you guys the best. I feel like this Knights team does have potential. You are the most successful quarterback technically in this league. You've gotten to the B bracket championship game itself. You've got the pedigree to do it. And if you can get the right core of guys there, which it sounds like you do, I feel like this is going to be a much better Knights team in this year alone. And it's going to be interesting to see what you got come June as well.
I look forward to seeing what we can do. We're interesting. So this, like I keep telling to our vets, talking to Scunny, talking to Chad, talking to everybody else, I like us. And that's all that matters. The fact is, with the 17 playoffs, we all make the playoffs. If we could be good at the end of the season, if we can have our best squad at the end of the season, it's all competitive then. And it's a matter of on a day-by-day basis, game plan, and everything else. Us old guys have seen everything, so we have an idea of how to defend everything and how to attack everything. So, I know, hey, there were plenty of people who had us, what were we, 12-point underdogs against the Warriors last year in the championship game?
Yeah.
We were supposed to be done.
We were all talking down going in. Yeah, and you guys proved it once again. You stepped on the field. You beat Warriors. You beat Top Gun. You showed the old Knight spirit. And like I mentioned, if you guys keep that going, you got something, especially if you can knock off Broad Axe on Sunday, because Broad Axe to me is – I'm not going to spoil it, but they're right up there. They're close to Adrenaline Rush on terms of ranking. May not be in talent. We'll see about that part. But on ranking, I feel like this matchup between you guys and Broad Axe is going to determine a lot of things for both squads this season, especially depending on how you both come out. And you mentioned the depth issue earlier. You got it right. I remember a lot of games I filmed for you guys last year. You were in it at halftime. It was close. It's just unfortunate things happen. I remember you got injured, and Scunny had to play quarterback the rest of the way.
Injuries happen. You just got to play ball.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Us against Broad Axe is always going to be a good game. It's always going to be fun to play. But the fact is, it's an 8-game season and then the playoffs. So it just comes down to playing ball and getting better every week.
And that's the thing. It's most important to be better in June than it is to be in April. Do not peak early.
I tend to agree.
Yeah. Andy, next month, Ocean City. Any details you want to give out?
Well, there's a couple things coming up with Ocean City. We still have, like last year, we have 2 different locations going at the same time. We could take up to 38 teams. Right now, I'm looking at it that we have probably 28 that are – I think I have 26 that have deposits in and 2 checks that I'm supposed to be waiting on, which, like I said, I'll count any team as soon as their money comes in. I think we're going to be pretty close to selling out that 38-team tournament. One thing we are doing different this year is that on Saturday, if you have, we're going to do offer a C bracket on Sunday, because the fact is when we start talking, we have more B teams than we have A teams. The Atlantic City tournament had 26 B teams. So you're talking about playing 5 games to make it to the championship game. My big thing that comes with that is if we have an opportunity for a B team to play against other teams that haven't done well at the beginning on Saturdays, it makes a lot of sense for them to get extra ball games in along the way. It also makes sense for the other teams that are in B, the teams that are, I want to say, more competitive in B, that they don't have, it does become a war of attrition. They can survive with having where it's not a matter of how many guys are still left standing by the time the 5th game of the day happens on Sunday. So we're trying to do some things, you know, look, I don't ever want to tell a team, hey, by the way, you guys are moving, you've played in B for the last 5 years, but you're moving to C. I don't think that's the right way to do things. I think that's tough on teams and egos. But the fact is, if you sit there and go and play in the B and you go 0-2 on Saturday and you're going, hey, we're playing tomorrow with 13 guys or 15 guys, then it makes a lot of sense that, hey, why don't we see if we can get an extra ball game, play more competitively as it goes through on Sunday in a C bracket. So I'm trying to do some things to make it better for the teams as they play through, you know, and we build off of that. There's also a 5-man tournament that's going to be playing down in Ocean City, run by Chris Severino, which is a great thing. And he's also doing the 5-man big man tournament, which means everybody, I believe, has to be over 250 pounds. So when you play 5-man big man,
Ross is volunteering if you want
man.
to put a team together,
Really
or if anybody does.
my favorite part is everybody's looking for a quarterback over 250, and I'm going, hey, I'm standing right here.
Andy, for
So-
ripping me up, man.
Ross is saying it. He will play for you if you want to enter a team. Hey, I'll play for you. I'm 279 right now, but I should be at least 250 by then still.
I'll make the cut.
No.
That's a heck of an accomplishment as long as you're not like cutting off legs, Joey. You've kicked butt for that. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm always looking forward to Ocean City. We always used to be able to take 19 teams. Now we're already over that 5 weeks out, and it's just a matter of waiting for teams to get their deposits in and hold their spots. So it's going to be another great turnout, and we have a good time. So I mean, between the restaurants, the bars, and everything else, it really is a great time down there.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, and I would love to definitely be down there this year. We look forward to Ocean City next month, April 27th and 8th, correct?
Yes, sir. The other part is for anybody who decides to come down early, we watch the NFL draft, and we have a good time with that on Thursday night.
Thursday night?
So I usually go down Thursday night because I got to paint fields on Friday. So, but yeah, that's part of the deal. There's, you know, hit me up. We'll tell you where we're hanging out at.
We bet $1.
So, but I'm going to get back here to watching basketball. I wish everybody the luck the rest of the season, and I'll see you guys, our league on Sunday. And come on, White Michael Vick, give me a break. I'm nimble, man. I'm nimble. But I'm looking forward to seeing everybody from our league on Sunday, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody else down at Ocean City down at the end of April.
Awesome, man. I look forward to seeing you Sunday as well, sir. We'll have that game for you here on Joey Blaze. Red Knights, Broad Axe, Andy Hoffman, thank you for joining us once again. Much respect, sir.
Have a good night.
You as well. Good luck this season. That was Andy Hoffman joining us, and I have a request out of nowhere, and it's Andy from earlier. Never mind. Got my hopes up for a second. Knights, number 5 in the power rankings. Andy just said it right there as we move on to number 4. The program, absorbing talent from Top Gun, could be key for a team looking for just a few missing pieces to get over the hump. This team, Ross, they've been close, they've been there, they just can't seem to get there to like where they need to be. You think about the program, no postseason wins since the spring of 2016. That was their last postseason win, was spring of 16.
Wow.
Yeah. 13 different teams had won since. I'm not going to name them all again because we did this in the previous episode. But for this season coming up, they still got the same guys from what I gather, but they've added a few other guys from Top Gun. I feel like that could be key in making them better, but I want to see how they come out first as a team. I mean, I did see Ricky Miller play for them last year in Hagerstown, and in the one play I saw, it looked good, but it's going to be curious to see how they come together on Sunday, especially. They had played together before. The Fall of 16 team did involve a few Top Gun guys, but they were pretty successful, but they just couldn't make it past the first round of the playoffs. So we'll see how the program does. As we move on to number 3 on the countdown, Ruckus. They're stocking up on talent. They got Cato, supposedly. He was saying that a few weeks ago. But the QB position remains a mystery for Ruckus. What do you think, Ross? Do you feel like the QB position is holding Ruckus back?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Good answer. We'll see what happens with Ruckus. They've always had a good defense. It's just the offense is the one thing that I will continue to call out because I never seem to know what they have from year to year. They had Scotty last year and for the fall, and the spring they struggled with Renner and Frank Carter, that whole quarterback controversy. But we saw once they had Scotty, they had a team. But from what I've gathered, there's no Scotty. So who's it going to be? We'll find out what the Orangemen have, but for now, I'm going to put them at 3. They got a defense. They have potential to be up there, but I'm not so sure if they are ready to surpass number 2, and that is the boys in blue themselves, Broadaxe. You took the wrong highway, Tyler? What highway? Anyways, going back to Broadaxe, number 2, they're back, but can their offensive acquisitions pay off? Kevin Clancy, as mentioned, he went to a national championship.
Cato said he's on ADR.
Cato's on ADR?
Brandon Cato just said
Did I just...
on ADR.
Oh my good... What?
Skip over that.
I didn't see that till just
Coach
now.
Said Cato just referred to himself in the third person. He most certainly did.
He did. Cato is on... Oh, well, okay, game over. Game over, man. Game over.
I don't know.
It just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. I was about to talk about Broadaxe and what they're going to be, but now I hear that news and it's like, does it really matter?
That's wild.
I mean, you know what? Broadaxe, you guys are great and all, but can you really beat ADR with Kevin Clancy and your new pieces? I mean, we won't find out for at least a month, but for now, Broadaxe with his acquisitions, I put him as second best. Because Ruckus and Program have never beaten them.
Right.
The Red Knights have not beaten them in 4 years, almost 5 now, and neither have the Assassins and Railroaders and Warriors. None of you guys have beaten Broadaxe, so honestly, with their acquisitions, they're the second best team in this league, in my opinion. And number 1, I mean, who else? Who else could it be but ADR? I mean, you look at what this team has done in the last few seasons. ADR has not lost a regular season game since June of 2017 when they lost to the Program when they were still called TMT. And now we look at it and Dame's on. Oh, Sean's on. Dame, are you still calling in, bud?
I was going to say we did.
I need Dame on here. If we're going to talk about ADR, we got to have Dame. But as I mentioned, June 2017, I don't know the exact day it was, but I know it was the same day that TMT ended Broadaxe's 40-game win streak, that they started this undefeated regular season streak that has yet to cease. We talked about the Broadaxe 40. It was impressive.
Right.
ADR has not lost in a regular season in 2 years almost.
They have like the best selling point for ever.
They're so deep, and it's getting and you see the Cato news, and it's like, good Lord, who else more can they add? Where does it stop? You got the trophy, you guys did get the trophy. Broadaxe had the trophy that year, Tyler, but ADR, this is ADR's league right now. And I don't know if anybody is going to be able to step up to that this season. Do you think so, Ross? I mean, Broadax presents something.
What, ADR?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that.
You think they got competition?
I think this could be the best competition.
You think it's going to be the toughest? Really? Even the season with AFN and Mayhem? Okay. I mean, we'll see, but right now,
Sure, why not?
it's hard to bet against them. It really is. And joining us right now is another captain, Damian Cason. Welcome to the show, Damian.
What's up, man? Can you hear me? Hold on, let me find some headphones. I can't even hear you, Joe.
Now you good. All right. You good, Dame?
Yes, there we go.
What's up, dude? How you been?
What's up, man? So, fuck, who leaked the news about Kato? I just tuned in.
Cato.
Yo, y'all thought I was fucking playing when I said my secondary ain't giving up shit.
I mean, he's already getting a late game, but I thought he was working. What you guys do? Like, how did you offer Cato?
Hey, man, sometimes you ain't gotta do nothing. Sometimes real just recognize real.
True.
Nah, I don't know what happened. I really didn't care much. Kato hit me up, said, hey man, I just want to ball and have fun. I've been trying to get Kato to come rock with us and travel, so that's all he needed to say, and the rest is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, your lawyer is like, if you can grab a pair of headphones, that might help. Yeah, it's like I'm not catching much on you. But I did catch there is no better team than ADU. They have just been absolutely dominated. And I'm not quite sure if anything's going to change this season.
Give me 2 seconds.
That happens a lot.
Hold on, I got headphones.
How are you talking smack?
Oh, Ross is talking smack.
Fixing it. You got headphones, Dame? Dame?
Yeah, I think I'm having technical difficulties.
Grab your headphones, Wi-Fi, and call you back in a minute, all right?
All right, man, give me a second. I'll call y'all back.
All right, perfect. That was joining us or trying to. That's happened a lot. It's on his end. That happened with Tyler McKeon a few weeks ago, so we've been used to that. But as I said, real quick, while we're waiting for Dane to fix his stuff, looking at it this week, number 7 Railroaders, number 3 Ruckus, 10 a.m. kickoff. This has been an ugly series. 3-0 Ruckus, 44-7, 32-0, 35-0. One-sided. The Railroaders have not stood a chance so far against this Ruckus team. The score total 111-7. And I apologize for the audio, guys. I really do. I really apologize for that. That just happens with cell connection. It's brutal sometimes. But that's the first game. Railroaders, Ruckus. We'll get to that in a second for predictions. The second game of the day, number 5, Red Knights. Number 2, Broad Axe. 11:30. Here it is, the Hoffman Bowl once again. Are you excited for that one, Ross?
Yeah.
That's the best rivalry in the Washington County Flag Football League, in my opinion. Now that it's historical, it's been there a while. These guys, always a good one when they play. Look forward to having that Sunday morning, 11:30. The Knights have not won, however, since 2014. It's going to be interesting to see if they can finally break the streak. I felt like their best shot was last year, but just didn't have the guys there for it, and Broad Axe once again got by. We'll see if the Knights can get them this time. They'll have 2 shots at him this season for the first time since the 2015 spring season. As we said, it's 7 teams this season coming up in the Washington County Flag Football League. Were you, Sean? Yeah, you were. I remember that first season. That was my first season up there. Feels like it was so long ago. The 1 o'clock game will be Program versus ADR. This will be the 4th meeting between both squads. Program gave ADR their last regular season loss in June 2017. Yeah, let me repeat all that in the correct way. Program gave ADR their last regular season loss in June 2017, back when ADR was mostly still called TMT and had guys from that squad. 26-6. Try again. We can try again, Dame. Just make sure it's connected on your end, all right, bud? But as mentioned, with that matchup, Program won that first game, but ever since then, it's been one-sided completely. A week later, they beat them 27-6 in the playoffs, and then next season, 25-8. And then the following spring, however, 30-27. That close matchup last spring in week 2, which a lot of us have forgotten about, where Program almost rallied back to beat ADR. They had that miraculous sequence where it was 30-13 with 5 minutes to go, and then all of a sudden they managed to score. They managed to score. Then they got a pick, and a pick 6 at that, and suddenly it was 30-27 with 4 minutes to go. But ADR held them off in the end. Can the Program get them this time?
Are you asking me?
Yes, I looked at you and asked the question.
Are you asking me who I got in that game?
I mean, what do you think? You think ADR can do it? Maybe Program can do it, rather?
You have to go with ADR, man.
You have to? Is that because you're a little biased because you do play the Program right after this game?
I think you have to go with ADR because you have to go with ADR.
Good answer. Good excuse, Ross. I like it. Ross Collins.
Let's be honest.
Let's see. Final game of the day, number 6 Warriors, number 4 Program, 2:30 p.m. kickoff. Program leads the series all-time 5-0.
I'll say the same thing. You have to go with Program if you look at it.
I was about to tell you the scores of all 5 games.
Just saying.
36-6, 40-0, 12-0, 28-0, 38-0. The last time you guys scored on Program, Ricky Miller was on the team. Now he's back, and you guys finally scored him again.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Good answer. Excellent. As we move on to the predictions round, hopefully Tyler can find his way over soon. Getting drunk for the last game. Who's with me? I'm with you for that, Tyler. I'm down with it. As we make our way to the predictions round, Dame, you're welcome to come back in whenever you're ready. But for now, we're going to go to the predictions. For the first game, I got Ruckus over Railroaders. The defense for Ruckus is too good to lose this game. I feel like the offense, if they just play a safe strategy, can win it. You wasn't ready? My bad, Dave. My bad. Ruckus Railroaders. I got Ruckus in this one. I don't think they need the offense to win it. I'm going to go Ruckus with the physical defense, their D-line. Brunswick, they've gotten better, but I just feel overall Ruckus is a better team. What do you think, Ross?
Rockets.
Ruckus?
Yeah.
Why do you got Ruckus?
Because I still think they're a better team.
Okay.
And it's week 1, so you never really know who has what.
Yeah, no, week 1 is certainly the one week of the year. No.
You have to find history. You have to.
Yeah, and that's the safe bet there.
You kind of work off what you've heard and what you've seen, but now you have to go with what's tried and true.
Yeah, and then right now I feel like that's Ruckus because I saw last year where their defense managed to play good team ball. Their offense may not need to score at least more than 2 times to win. Dave, you finally back? You got it together?
Hold on, man. I'm trying. Trying to
No,
get
you
my.
got it. It's perfect.
Am I here?
Yeah, we're even drinking the same beer now, dude. We're in sync and everything. You see
Hey,
this?
shit, mine's a little. Hey, no homo. Mine's a lot bigger.
Hey, this is not even my first. This is about what, my third Ross, fourth? I mean, I've been going tonight pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Dave, how you
So
been, bud?
I've been busy, but I've been good. Ready to play
Busy
some
and good?
fucking football again.
No, dude, trust me. I've been ready for football, too. It's been a long winter.
Yeah, and we got a decent matchup, so it makes it even more exciting.
What do you think of your matchup this Sunday as you guys take on the program? They had a lot of talk about that game last year, the 30-27 final. You think that game means anything going to this one at all?
Nah, we had played 2 8-man games, played Ruckus, and then program was our 4th game of the day. I mean, we jumped out early, and then obviously fatigue. We got tired. They came back, and I mean they're good. It's gonna be a hard fought game, but that game don't mean shit. That was 2 sessions ago. They're better. We're better. That game don't mean shit.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean, it's one of those things. It's been a year since then, and
They won't put up 25 points on us this time or whatever.
what do you want to say you're going to hold them to this time? What's the over/under on that?
I'm not even trying to be funny. I had a serious talk in our group. The way we play on the A level and stuff, and if we're gonna be serious, I don't want any team to see the end zone this year. I'm just being honest.
You're going to pull an
So,
X Dogs on the league?
so I hope they got a kicker.
Well, see, I mean, if you guys can shut them out, that's a statement message to send to the rest of this league. They're currently number 4 in the power rankings.
I mean, we want to do
They,
that. We want to do that every game. I mean, if you go back and watch us, our defense shut people out in league play, but it's always 1 or 2 plays we give up a big play or make a bonehead dumbass decision and something happens, we miss coverage or something. We just limit those, and no teams are driving on us, especially now. Sean's healthy. Sean's gonna be back. Cato, Coley in the secondary.
that's scary. Oh my God, that's
Tyler,
scary.
Tyler playing wherever. We picked up some other people. Our D line. Y'all thought our D line was good before. Y'all done pissed AJ off. So good luck with that. Lance, that crazy motherfucker don't stop. And then the other ones, we got some. We added some dogs. Y'all not fucking with us. It's plain and simple.
Yeah, no, I like I said to Ross earlier, I feel like you guys are the team to beat, and it goes back to the old Broadax rule. Until I see it, I can't believe anybody in this league can beat you. The last team that got you was the affiliates, but before that, you got to go back to X Dogs, and you did beat the X Dogs both times in the fall. And before that, it's the program, and the program hasn't done a thing against you guys since.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep saying I'm excited because, excuse me, program added some pieces, and then also Broadax picking up Clancy. That's big. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
excited, but I still don't see. Like I said, our goal as a defense is not to let anybody see the end zone. Like stats I'm keeping this year isn't interceptions, it's touchdowns given, catches, receptions given. Hold on, buddy.
It's all good, Dave. I
Hey,
look
look,
forward
I'm
to.
full daddy mode now.
Hey, no, it's all good, dude. I'm glad. I'm proud of you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. But I'm serious. We're keeping track of our stats are gonna be different this year. Our DBs, I don't want we in people shit the whole game. I don't care. If he get a 5-yard catch, that's gonna be the only 5-yard catch. Everything's behind the line of scrimmage. We playing up in people's shit, and then we'll switch it up sometimes. But we're being aggressive. We ain't giving up no touchdowns. That's our goal.
Hell yeah. No, that's exactly what the goal. I think every defense should have that goal. Give up nothing. Coming off Atlantic City, Dame, not a good weekend. What do you guys plan for Ocean City?
Man, did y'all watch that live? We had
I did not get a
11.
chance to. I had work at the time.
We had 11 people, Joey.
I saw you play a little tight end. I mean, I knew numbers were down when I saw you at tight. I know you
Boy,
played that back in college or high school, rather.
college and high school, but numbers were tight. We had 11, maybe
Whew.
11, maybe 12. But we played the Gladiators. We lost 18-19. With the ball on the 20-yard line with like 45 seconds to go, and we just couldn't get it in there. So I mean, we had a chance, and we didn't have a kicker. One of those 11 wasn't a kicker. So I mean, we didn't do good, but for those 11 that went, we did great. Like you can't ask for 11 players to play in the A division, and
No, God no.
we held the Lions to 3 points in the first half. They put up 41 fucking points on Sunday. We held them to 3 in the first half and lost 16 to, I think, 7 or 16-0, something like that. But
Yeah.
can't do that shit in league play with 11 players, let alone go to Atlantic City. So, I mean, it's all right. It was next time I won't go, but Ocean City should definitely be a lot better. We already picking up some guys from the league. So, Ross, you get your room yet?
You got your room?
What, Ocean City?
Yeah.
I have a room down there.
He's got a room. He's good. All the time, he said.
All right, because no excuses then.
I got a room too, right, Ross?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll be joining you all down there.
But I'm excited, and so what do you think's gonna happen this Sunday versus the program?
I'll get to that when I finish up predictions.
Oh,
I never do it on air, man. Never do it on air. Daddy's home. What's he mean, Daddy's home? Comment section just blew up. Tyler, it's supposed to say Tina Stevens, Tyler Spencer, something like that. What's that supposed to mean? If this goes to your door, Ross. We're going back to Sunday. Yeah, man. What team do you think is the best when you get past you guys? Though? What do you think the best team outside of you guys?
It depends. If program got their offense together, the who?
Ross said Warriors. You can respond to that how you want. I'm already giving the look.
If the program got their offense together, maybe the program. If not, Broad X. It's either Broad X or program. It's hard to tell what teams are gonna have. I mean, I know what we have, but I really don't care what other teams have. Like we didn't do no like investigating to see who picked up who. So it is what it is.
You're right. And I'm going to have someone else take over for a moment. I'll take a bathroom break. Tyler Spencer joining us. Along with unfortunate. Oh, relax a little bit, dog. Chill, dog. What I know?
Hey, I seen you balling though. Congratulations.
I made it. What'd you say, Brody?
I said congratulations on your little 3-on-3 tournament. I saw you balling.
Third place ain't bad shit. He was getting whooped though. Niggas a pig. What was you talking about, Joey? Oh, you had the pig. Yeah, talk
They
to
were
talk.
talking about second best.
Now he was
Bro,
asking me
this year is crazy.
who I think is the second best team behind us.
Bro, this year is crazy. Broadac's gonna surprise people. Red Knights is gonna surprise people.
I
Warriors is
hope
gonna
so.
surprise people. The Brunswick is gonna surprise people. Shit, that's 4 of 7 teams. You only got Broadax. Well, I said Broadax. What? Program's got some new pieces. We got new people. Listen, dropping teams made the league better.
I know it's gonna be more competitive. I just hope that like it's all quarterback play though. Like who's gonna play quarterback for the program?
It's like the NFL. Nobody knows. Quarterback situation change every week.
I don't know, but
Is this even for real? Who's Pete Cameron?
Pete Kim.
Yeah, who's that guy?
you know you probably got
I don't
some
know.
random people on this
He
shit
said, is
now.
this for
'Cause
real? I don't know what he's talking about.
That's Keith's little brother.
Oh, hey, buddy. What's going on? I'm ready for them predictions.
You ready for predictions?
yeah, you don't mind doing predictions? Nah, let me get off of here since you don't want to tell me what you think of program ADR. You think they
I
scored,
do.
Joey? That's the question. You think they scored?
If they look anything like they do last year, I'll let you know.
All right, man. I'm
All
gonna get
right,
out.
Dave.
I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good night.
You as well, sir. Thanks for joining us once again.
No problem.
Amy and Kason, everybody, as we hit hour 2 almost of the show, joining us finally, Spencer.
Shout out to my lady for letting me out the house.
Welcome back. How was basketball, sir?
I had a fucking blast. My first game, I didn't have the camera up. I hit the first 3. That shit was water. The second joint, I fucking got the rebound, ran to the corner, and fucking hit a mean fadeaway joint.
Nice.
And all I could think was, fuck, I should have recorded that.
Oh.
And then I subbed myself out to put on the camera.
I saw that. You came in there. You had the live stream going.
Bro,
Overall,
we got tired.
you get tired.
We got tired.
No, trust me.
Basketball is different, dude.
Yeah.
It's a great cardio workout, but we got fucking tired.
No,
We're
trust
in
me.
football shape.
Football shape and basketball shape are two different
We can
animals.
be lazy every now and then.
But
We
mad
got
props.
breaks.
Who was on your team?
Me, Josh Wills, Joppy, and Josh's brother-in-law.
Nice. And final record?
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah, we got doubled
Hey.
out. Second game was a close game. We played the guys who probably ended up winning it, and then in the semis we ended up playing the second best team. So I think there was only 5 or 6 teams, but it was pretty fun.
Yeah, no, but hey, that's a great man.
Sean Moat's trying to get Tony Romo to play on the squad. I'm telling you, he don't want to be a Warrior, bro. He wants to win. Ain't that right, Ross?
Oh, why?
I'm just playing. I'm being a dick.
I know you being a dick.
Look at his face right now.
You've been here for 2 fucking minutes.
2 minutes and say, man, I'm just glad to have you back, Tyler.
What somebody needs is Chico to play quarterback.
Chico at quarterback?
Yeah, just like the ball, let that motherfucker run.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. Run the Wildcat or some shit like
Straight
that.
up. Straight up.
Fake a sweep, fake a reverse. We
I'm
got something
trying
there.
to see kickoffs again this year.
Yeah, man, we need kickoffs in
I'm
this
trying
league.
to see kickoffs. I don't know what y'all talked about at the meeting, but I'm trying to see kickoffs.
We need that. We need more kickers in this league. We got what? Kyle?
Well, shit, anybody can kick off the fucking tee. We just got to do it.
Shit, I don't think guys are gonna do it though.
I'm pretty sure we can manage some rules where, there are no crackbacks because that's illegal anyway now. So I don't see why we don't do kickoffs anymore. I tell you what, Connecticut has this great rule. I told you about this before.
Yeah.
Instead of 1st and 5, it's 1st and 10. That's real football situation. 1st and 10 is real football. You know what I'm saying? We've all played that. It gives the defense a better opportunity. It makes the offense have to think a little better. You don't just come out there and fucking run dive, and get it,
Yeah.
Like, as a defender, I think it puts you at a really shitty spot at 1st and 5. As an offensive guy, it's wide open when a lot of teams end up fucking it up somehow anyway. But I just think 1st and 10 is something. I think Chris Severino does it in all of his tournaments and all of his league play. So, I don't know. I ain't nobody. Just a thought.
Speaking of league play, we're back next
I
Sunday.
can't wait. I've been pissed off. I'm ready to fucking hit somebody.
10 a.m. You heard the power rankings, though. You've been watching for the last hour, so you've caught up to everything else we've said so far today.
Yeah, I took the wrong exit.
How do you get on 81 to get to Sharpsburg from Hagerstown?
I ain't been here in a while, bro. I forgot.
It's all good, Todd. It's all good.
I'm hot.
As we look at the predictions. Oh, man. Looking at predictions, I already said Ruckus over Railroaders. That's easy. What are your thoughts?
First game, Ruckus over Railroaders. So, Ruckus picked up some guys. We don't know who the quarterback is, or do we? Has that been established yet? I'm sure somebody.
Daniel Taylor.
Daniel Taylor?
For Ruckus? No.
Are you fucking with me?
No.
I hope you're fucking with me. Wow. I don't believe it a bit.
That's fake news.
That's good fake
news.
I don't know who Ruckus' quarterback is, but I know that the Railroaders have been practicing nonstop since like last year, and they also picked up a few guys from their alumni team, so they got bigger, stronger, and faster. And the fact that they're working out literally like multiple times a week, tackle practice and flag practice, those guys have what most teams are looking for, and that's that commitment and that chemistry. I think the Railroaders get on the board once, if not twice, and make it a good fucking game. Ruckus should win because they're Ruckus, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Railroaders gave them a really good game. Really good game. And it's week 1.
I could see this being a low-scoring defensive battle because of the uncertainty at quarterback position for both squads. If the Railroaders can bring out that team defense, and so they can stay in it. But the problem is somebody's got to score.
Yeah.
And
it could be ugly.
Yeah.
It could be ugly.
And
One touchdown could win it.
I feel like Ruckus has better weapons on offense to score.
The only thing I hope, if it's one of those games, I hope it's not like a no first down kind of game. Like, I hope there's like a couple drives and then like stops in the red zones or right before the red zone. It sucks when it's like 4 and out. You know, those are really shitty games. So it's not really a defensive battle. It's more like the offense is fucking up. There's nothing going right.
Trust me, I had to watch Ruckus versus Warriors last year, which was
4 and out.
That was bad. That was so bad. No offense, Ross. One of the worst games I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah, I think unanimously we're going to go with Ruckus, but I'm rooting for the Railroaders.
Cato is saying Steven Renner is their quarterback.
All right, Renner's quarterback. That means if Brunswick gets the rush on him, he's going to take off, not going to throw to any of his versatile receivers. Railroaders definitely have a chance to win this game. Dude, they've been practicing nonstop. You got to give credit where the credit's due.
I was there. I saw it.
Ruckus has had scrimmages, but dude, Railroaders have been practicing for 18 fucking months. Like, they're ready.
Yeah, no,
they're going to be.
They were
better.
born ready.
I hope you don't come out and shit the bed. I'll still get drunk with you, but don't make me look like a fucking jackass. You better go score. That's what I'm saying. Go score.
Damn, Spence. Looking at the next game, the Hoffman Bowl, Broad Axe Red Knights.
The Hoffman Bowl.
Yep.
We should get like a big ass can of soup to give to the winner.
A big ass can of soup,
like a chunky soup for the winning Hoffman.
I like that.
They both got big bellies. So we'll make sure they're fed after the game.
Hey, isn't Fatty's Fish going to be there?
I'm working on it. They definitely were working on their permit. In terms of Broad Axe Ruckus, right?
Yeah.
Broad Axe is a completely new team. There's word that Zeke may not be back. There's word that, we know they got Clancy.
Mm-hmm.
They've also picked up other athletes. There's word Such may not be back. We don't know if that's true.
Dude, that's
but
a big blow.
But I'm sure, Anthony Winter is a capable running back. And then you've got the Red Knights who have doubled their staff.
Mm-hmm.
They're 30 deep. They've been practicing. They've got a good core, like Andy said. He's highly confident in that team. He was very humble, but Andy was speaking very confidently of the Red Knights. And from what I heard today, they had a lot of fucking people out there.
Yeah.
The Knights could come out and jump up early and win this shit. Broad Axe has one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league right now.
Yes.
One of the smartest quarterbacks on the circuit. He will be the reason they win that game if they win that game. But I think the Knights can jump out and steal that shit. It's week 1, bro.
It's week. Yeah, no,
nothing
you're
against,
right.
Nothing
you're
against
right.
Broad Axe. These are both 2 brand new teams, and if the Red Knights get the ball first and score, it's going to be a long day.
It could be.
It's going to be a long day.
And the biggest question with Broad Axe is, will they have the numbers they had toward the end of last year, or are they improving in numbers?
I think they'll show up with 18 to 20 for week 1.
18 to 20?
Yeah, they'll have enough. I think they'll have enough.
All right. So we'll see. I'm going to go with Broad Axe because
You got to go with Broad Axe.
Yeah. It's
statistics say,
Yeah.
we go off of numbers, we speak facts, but I'm always rooting for the underdog, and the Knights are the clear underdog. Even though they won the B championship and Broad Axe kind of shit the bed in the A, I'm voting for the Knights, but I think Broad Axe will win.
All right. I'm going to go
Quarterback play, Clancy's just a little bit better than Hoffman. But Hoffman's
Think so?
Oh, dude.
Hey, one does have a ship, and the other
He's
one
gonna come out in trips and fuck a lot of y'all up.
All right. I look forward to seeing it. It's going to be interesting to watch this new Broad Axe offense.
Bro.
We talked about the quarterback position
Kevin
last year.
Smart.
That position was bad last year for them.
Kevin Smart, and he can play broad axe football. You're going to see the screen game, you're going to see the run game, and then you'll see that bomb. Kevin's a good QB.
Can anyone tell me why Facebook is asking me to tag Rick Beachley Jr. in this video, and which one of us is Rick Beachley? I mean, it said Mike Leonard earlier, and I'm pretty certain that
I mean, it must have been the beard.
it has to be the beard. I'm Rick Beachley and Mike Leonard, according to Facebook, at the same time.
It's only 4 games. Nice. It's a great week. Great week.
Looking at the third game of the day is ADR program. I know how you feel about this one. I know you're going to pick, but I want to hear your thoughts about program going into this.
I don't know nothing about him.
Nothing?
It's been very low key. I think whoever's running that ship this year might have figured it out. Have you seen anything on social media?
The only thing I knew is they brought in Ricky and Gary.
I ain't seen a damn Wolf logo.
They've been quiet, though.
Yeah,
It makes me wonder if they got something up their sleeve.
Silent is the beast, huh?
Hey, I mean, if they come out there and do it week 1 against you guys, that's a statement.
No, they'll probably play decent though.
Yeah, we'll see. I honestly, though, like I told Dane and everybody else earlier on here, I go with that rule of thumb until somebody can beat ADR.
They need everybody to show up.
Yeah.
And they need us to fuck up.
And that's going to be the biggest key, because if nobody shows up on their end and you guys play a perfect game, it could be a beat down fast.
ADR's hungry.
ADR, I mean, especially coming off Atlantic City and Nationals.
The last 2 seasons, ADR's just been playing football. Now they're actually hungry. And I think it's going to be scary.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a step up.
Yeah.
Mentality's changed.
Dame said it. He doesn't want a single touchdown scored this year.
The mentality's changed.
Ross, what are your thoughts? Who do you got winning this one? Breathe a little later, please. Don't die on me.
You got Claiborne and Romo trying to team up and come up here and play somewhere. Claiborne don't want him to play quarterback for Ruckus. Y'all are funny.
All right, Ross. No answer needed.
Ross got ADR.
Ross, you got ADR?
Yep.
All right.
Got to stick with him.
Didn't I already say that?
Oh, I didn't hear him at all. I must have spaced out.
Last game of the week. What you got, B?
Program Warriors, and the biggest factor for the program here
Are they
is
even allowed Chico?
you harsh.
Program over Warriors.
I got program over Warriors. I just, even if it was the program's
I tell you
second
what,
game,
if we beat them bad enough, shit.
you think it's going to be an implosion? You think you might beat them down enough to
Dude,
be tired?
it's tough to play 2 games after losing.
It really is.
Period.
Yeah.
And then if you give one out, it's really tough. But Program is a tough team that's capable of playing back-to-back, but we know how physically aggressive the Warriors are. And I think the Program got the short stick in week 1 because you're playing 2 of, if not the best defensive lines in the game right now.
Yeah.
And you're going to get bum rushed all fucking day long. So it's not a great look, unfortunately. And it's going to suck if they start 0-2.
It will. That's why I think this is important for program. They are in the middle of this countdown. They are number 4. They are smack dab in the middle of the top 3.
Yo, this man's a fool. Chico, you man. Yeah, I think
this would be unfair.
Program needs to just stay focused regardless of the outcome of the first game, and they'll have a good chance. If they manage to keep it a close game, it'll be better for them. But like I said, ADR's mentality's changed, and it's unfortunate they got to play that back-to-back doubleheader. Probably be better off if they were the first games of the day, because that way it's going to suck. But I don't know, man. That's a coin flip. You got a coin? I'll flip that shit. That's who I picked. Here, we'll flip this piece of chocolate. Girardelli side is Program.
All right, flip it.
Barcode is Warriors.
Show it to the camera. Show it to the camera. Let them see what it is.
That's Program. That's Warriors. That's how I'm picking.
This is how Tyler's picking it.
Warriors, baby.
He's got Warriors.
Warriors with the barcode.
Warriors. Tyler's got Warriors.
Girardelli says that the
Ross,
Warriors.
we know what you got. I'm going to go Program because until Warriors could show me some kind of quarterback play, it's just hard to buy into them. I don't think Shope's going to show up this year.
Program is full of dogs.
They are.
Shope's going to be quarterback for the Assassins, remember?
Oh, yeah, that rumor. That's not happening.
Yeah, that's a good one, though. I'm excited. I think everyone is generally excited for the season to start, to be back in Marty Snook, and to have football. It's football season.
Yeah. My
Can't
10th season. This is gonna be good.
Let's end this shit so I can smoke a cigarette.
Facts. We
Ross
smoking more
wants
than
a
that,
cig.
baby.
Ross wants a cig. I want a joint.
Hold on,
You
hold on, hold
guys-
on. Before we go,
Before we go, what has he got? Oh, he's got all the jerseys.
before we go,
The whole pile.
boom. Boom. And this is in no particular order. I'm just grabbing them the way they're on the pile.
He's being legit.
Bow. My man Joey Blaze out here stacked. What's that?
That's West Virginia Ducks for
hey,
Angie.
throwback. Rest in peace. What's that?
The
Ultimate Warrior. That's just classic. Oh, the Warriors.
Vintage, man.
Okay,
That's my
classic.
Warrior.
For
You got
the
it backwards, bro.
Classic for the Warriors. Hold on. We got the gear. We out here representing everybody. ADR shit. We out here. Survivors. Rest in peace. Railroaders got the hottest fucking.
Yeah, I got in
bro,
the back,
these shits
man.
is fire. I can't wait to
This-
see what they wear for flag. I hope
Hey,
they got some more
you know they're
ones.
taking guys for that tackle game next week if you want to play.
Killer Beast. I ain't playing.
You ain't playing? All right.
No tackle football. Survivors. Rest in peace again.
Another Ducks.
Ducks.
Classic.
And last but not least,
You know what that one is?
it's got to be TMT. That's a
That is TMT.
That's a TJ spray paint jersey. You know what I'm saying? Classic.
Vintage.
Motherfucking classic. We do all that just to say, fuck your
Your
team.
team.
We out, bitches.
Peace.